What is up, guys? Tripping here, and today, man, I'm here to teach y'all boys, not even teach, but I'm here to show y'all boys the best 6'10" build that you could possibly make in NBA 2K26. So let's go ahead and jump straight to the builder. Alright, so now that we're back in the builder, right here we got Kevin Durant, right-handed, number 35, obviously. So let's jump straight to the build. So you want to make it a small forward, you want to make it 6'10", obviously. You want to make it 211 pounds with a 6'10" wingspan. So we're going to have a lot of defense to at least try and help make up for that 6'10" wingspan, which I think once you see this build fully flushed out, before cap breakers and then after cap breakers, you'll understand. But if you're going to go minimum wingspan, obviously you have to make up for it in defense. And that's what I'm gonna do today. So I started with the physicals when I was remaking this build over and over and over again, right? The original 6'10" video that I made, I didn't do it wrong. I definitely did it pretty well, right? And it's a remake of that build, just fully, you know what I'm saying, I sat in the builder until I could truly get it right. Because that video, I could only get like an 86 post control with 5 cap breakers. The main thing that I definitely wanted to get, or what inspired me to make this build, was I was just looking at, 2K videos, and then it had came across, through my history, that Glock 19 Paolo Banchero video where he had like a 96 driver dunk and like a 96 post control. And so I was like, I don't really care about 96 driver dunk. I already got a build with that. I'll drop that build as well. But that post control, having a 96 post control and being able to dominate from literally the mid-range under the rim, you know what I'm saying, 3-point line, deep bombing, we can do all of that offensively and still play great defense. And especially at the height that we're at, I think that that's probably the best combination you can get. So we're going to start physicals. You're going to max that out at an 80 speed, then you're going to max the agility out at 76. Strength, I know this is a big debate, especially in the community right now. Is strength worth it? I think depending on how you play. So if you've always sort of kind of went with a 73 strength, keep making your builds with a 73 strength. Because trust and believe, I know we don't really get patches like that for that game, but it's damn near every other day or week at this point where you can just jump on the game and it'll be like, or since I play on PlayStation, I leave my game in rest mode and wake up to the game saying, go back to the main menu to finish the update. And I'm like, well, what are they patching? I've never really looked it up, but I know that they're messing with the game in the background and just really not telling us. Because a lot of people have realized it, especially with the game being, or the gameplay moving slower or different as of late. You know what I'm saying? When the game first came out, because I did have it that very first 3 or 4 days, because I bought the $100 edition. And the game was a lot more smooth than what it is now. I'm not even gonna lie. Outside of like the consistent fading and shit like that, the game was way more smoother when it first came out. Don't know what they did, but they kept saying that, oh, we didn't do anything. But you can tell, right? So as you see my physicals, to get back to the build, I got an 80 speed, a 76 agility, an 86 strength, and 88 vertical. So the 86 strength, we're gonna use that for post powerhouse. So we're going to get post powerhouse on goal. And the other thing we're going to use it for is strong handles. Now I know a lot of y'all probably like, strong handles, that badge doesn't work. And you are correct. The badge only works at Hall of Fame and Legend. After sitting in the blacktop playing on Hall of Fame, giving different AIs and CPUs on Hall of Fame especially, I can't guarantee that, y'all builds will be that much different, because a lot of people don't build strength on their builds. A lot of people just build high perimeter, high steal, and Call of the Day. I went against Hall of Fame immovable, Hall of Fame, gold on ball minutes. I even made the bot have, high perimeter defense and 90 plus perimeter with the glue takeover. And one thing that AI could not simply do is stop strong handle legend. Like, no matter what I was doing, I was pushing the bot down to the ground and getting to the rim with ease. So I am legit gonna max +1 my strong handle and see if the gameplay can be replicated in, because in theory it should translate. If it doesn't, then probably I'll take the strength down, but I'm really not. I'm literally gonna leave this build as is, because I think this is probably the best build that I can come up with at 6'10". So offensive rebound is gonna stay the same, right? We have an 88 vertical. We have 80s everywhere, man, but after that, you want to go ahead and go to defense. I'm gonna try to get through this build without making it this much longer, but I just want to give my input on the whole strength debate. I think strength will work because you have to have something at 6'10". Perimeter defense makes that's fucking off-ball piss. But ability to defend the perimeter on and off the ball, as well as contest shots from outside. So Another thing I see a lot of people talk about is the whole challenger aspect. When when the game first came out, contests weren't good. That's because they literally just didn't, want you to play defense. They just wanted your build to be pure offense, is what it seems like. So for the most part, challenger isn't doing what y'all think it's doing. It's literally because a lot of y'all have like extremely high perimeter defense. So if you have high perimeter defense and like bronze challenger, that you're just taking that 17% contest to like a 24%. That's why if y'all are shorter than the person that you're defending and you're sort of kind of playing, or you're sort of sagging off and you're jumping at them very late, that's why it's still open, or that's why it's wide open, or that's why you're only getting a 4 or 5%. Because challenger isn't doing what it used to do in previous 2Ks, which was it lets you defend the ball even when you did jump late, because it'll still go off. But now if you play late defense and jump out, it just won't go off. Even if you're standing near them and you just put a hand up, it won't go off. You literally have to be jumping when they're shooting the ball, because all challenger does is improves the fact that you play defense. So if you literally look at the actual badge, challenger improves effectiveness of well time. It doesn't say improve effectiveness of time shot contest. It says well time, meaning if you're not jumping when they're in the midst of releasing, you're not gonna play defense. If I'm being honest, that's literally what the badge says. The badge literally just says that if you playing defense, you have to play defense. If you're not playing defense and you sag off, it'll help you take that, open to like a 4% contest. But what the fuck is the point of that? Motherfuckers are making 50 and 60% contest. Why the fuck would I care about jumping out somewhat late and getting a 4% contest and watching challenger go off? But I feel like challenger, you kinda, if you're gonna put the badge on, then you have to like get it up into higher tiers to make it somewhat work. But for the most part, yeah, if you're not essentially standing under them or jumping when they go to shoot the ball, I don't think challenger works. Now, unless they're short, now it works against short defenders a lot. Like I've watched some people shoot like from under me and watch the ball go over me, but I get like a 50-40% contest because I'm taller than them with challenger, so I'm jumping over them into the ball. It works on little stuff like that. And then another thing is a movable enforcer improves a player's strength when defending ball handlers and finishers who's come straight at them. So how do you get a movable enforcer to consistently ping? You can't. To be fair, the only reason why I'm even going after movable because I wanted the high strength to get post Powerhouse, and then I wanted post, and I was like, okay, well, I need something to try to help me stop people on perimeter. To get a movable enforcer to really just, bounce on people or activate consistently, you have to let go of L2. Like you can't press L2 until they're rim running just about. That's the only time you press L2. You want to legit use the analog stick, so if they're going to the right, you push down to the left. Like you want to push them away from the rim. That's the only way that you can get a movable enforcer to consistently fire off. You have to counter what they're doing. So if they're pushing into you, like post, like if you don't know how to get post lockdown to consistently work, like, because I know this is a badge that once again that I thought was ass, because no matter what you did, if somebody hit you with a post move, the game would just let you just, get shitted on. But it says it strengthens the player ability to defend moves in the post, and you can just steal the ball. Why the fuck would I want to steal the ball? I'm trying to stop this motherfucker from spinning on me. Why would I reach knowing that this game calls fouls on playing defense when you're blocking the ball? Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's shit just everywhere. But that's besides the point, man. I'm gonna get through this. I'm trying to get through this without ranting like crazy. All right, block. We're gonna get an 88 block, right? Because obviously we need all the defense we can get, because once again we do have very, very short arms. So does the short arms really stop us from playing defense? Not necessarily. I think that for some, I don't know why in this game that having short arms is like literally the best thing, because you get so much shit out of having short arms. I don't get it. Let's go ahead and move on to playmaking, man. I'm trying not to rant too much. Ball handle 78, speed ball 70, and your pass accuracy gonna go 74. So as you can see so far, we have great defense in theory, right? All this shit should be great. We should be able to lock down the paint. We should be able to lock down, not truly lock down. We should be able to help. We should be a great switch, great weak side defender. You feel me? With the 83 perimeter, the 82 interior, alongside the 88 block, with the 88 vertical and the strength, right? We should be able to do what we need to do if we have somebody that's trying to go up against us. We have an amalgamation of ways to score, because let's go ahead and get to the shooting. We're gonna put this at 79. right? I know a lot of y'all like, but if you put 5 cap breakers right here, this takes us from a 79 to a 94, right? Then we're gonna take our 3-pointer up to a 70. 5 cap breakers here gets you what's that, deep bomber, and it'll also unlock sharp take. So you get deep bomber, sharp take, as well as what, silver limitless and a 93-point shot. That's just it, right? So here is mid-range is where you get all the badges. Here is where you just get the takeovers, right? So mid-range gives you all the badges. 3-point just gives you the takeovers, which I don't get, but hey, it's fine, right? 91 free throws, what you also get. So you also get a high ass free throw on this build. Layup, you're gonna put this to a 65. That's it, because the way cap breakers work on a 610, always just go low layup and high dunk. That's gonna be your best bet. After that, for your driving dunk, you want to go 83 driving dunk, because obviously since we have short arms, we can't get a high driving dunk. So we're capped out at 90 driving dunk. But with 2, I think it's 2 or 3 cap breakers that'll get you from an 83 to a 90. You want to put your standing dunk at 69, because once again, one cap breaker here is like a +3 or a +4. It's like a +3 or a +2. So this will take you from no rise up to bronze rise up. And post control, you're gonna max this out at 83, and it'll carry up your close shot to finish out the build. So you get a 78 close shot. We get silver hook game. Hook. I don't know, man. The more and more I look at these badges, the more and more I think, man, because why did they make hook shot bad? Why did they make the post game so difficult? I don't want to have to put in work in the post game against y'all when y'all have no post defense, bro.
Yes, man, right now.
That shit is crazy. I feel like I should legit, it should just be strong handles from 25, bro. I should legit, if I got post up poet, Hall of Fame, I should just be able to throw you out the way every time, but for some odd reason, the game will legit pull you backwards, but that's because the game is automatically letting the defender play defense and stuff like that. But enough about that. Let me show y'all boys the cap breakers, and we're going to do a, you know what I'm saying, full-on breakdown of how we're going to do the cap breakers. So, as you see the build again, I'm going to click R3. Alright, so off rip, I got 9 cap breakers. I ain't hit starter 5, and the crew ain't level 30 yet, and I haven't done 200, you know what I'm saying, challenges and whatnot. So I'm at 9 cap breakers. 1 cap breaker get me from a 65 to a 70 layup. And then, like I told you earlier, 3 cap breakers here take you from an 83 to a 90. Yes, you only need an 89. So if you do put this to a 82, I did go and see that. If you put this to an 82, it'll let you take it. It'll still be 3 cap breakers, but honestly, to get good, to make driving dunks or contact dunks, you need a high driving dunk. So I'm okay with having a 90 driving dunk, even though we only get animations at 89. That is fine with me. Okay, so like I told y'all again, 1 cap breaker here gets you bronze rise up. If you put 5 cap breakers here, that gets you an 81 standing dunk. So now you can get contact standing dunks, but once again, we're not going to be playing on the rim like that. We're too diverse for that. Sure, we can backdoor cut if we do get opening the backdoor. That 72 would be a lot, because once again, having bronze rise up, I've had bronze rise up. I especially in 2K25, I made a point guard with like a 81 standing dunk and like everything else. And yeah, bronze, silver rise up, especially on fast builds and backdoor cutting, the shit is just too easy. All right, as you can see, post control, one legit 1 cap breaker gets a silver unpluggable, gold post up poet, and gold post powerhouse. 5 cap breakers take this from an 83 to a 96, which then gives us gold unpluckable Hall of Fame post up poet. That's all we get at 96, because we need more strength to get Hall of Fame post powerhouse. So that's fine with me, you know what I'm saying. And if we did just 2 cap breakers, that'd be a 90. And then if we put 5 here with 2 in post control, that's a 90-94. That gives us access to legend post fade Phenom. Once again, 79 to 94, 70 to 90. So if we just had, if I had 15 cap breakers right now, I would be 1, 5, 10, and I'd probably do just 2 right here for now. So yeah, I do 5, 10, 12, right, and do the rest right here if I had 15 cap breakers. After that, I did do the playmaking specialization, so I can definitely take my 74 pass accuracy to an 80, so that'll give me Dishmaster takeover. I unlock a bunch of takeovers with this build. The only takeover we obviously don't get is blur and like glue. Those are the only 2 takes we don't get. But I'm not, well, glue, take, and then the standing dunk one and a rebounder one. So we get a few takeovers, but the standing dunk one, the paint surgeon, yeah, that's what it's called. But yeah, as you can see, man, crazy build, right? Crazy build. what would I do with my max plus twos and stuff like that? So for me, right, for in this spot right here, this max plus one spot, I would definitely do immovable enforcer right here. And the max plus two for the tier 2 badge, I do Shifty. That's Legend Shifty. For the max plus one, well, for the max plus two tier 1, I'd probably do Deadeye, right? Because Deadeye is very, very nasty with post fades. In the tier 1 right here, I do set shot specialist. That'll make it Legend. So you'd have Legend Deadeye, you'd have Legend set shot, Deadeye, and Shifty. So now you have all Legend shooting badges. Right here for this tier 2 badge, because I did playmaking, I'm gonna have lightning lunge right here and strong handles right here, or unpluggable. Right, I'm gonna have unpluggable somewhere. Unpluggable will probably be right here. That way I can get ankle assassin somewhere. So that's what my whole plan is. So up here, I plan on doing ankle assassin, unpluggable, Shifty, Deadeye, set shot, lightning lunge, and strong handles. Those are gonna be all the badges that I'm gonna consistently run on max plus one and plus twos. So that is all I have for y'all boys today. Now, depending on what they do for this little box right here, I may end up putting a movable enforcer somewhere. I don't think I will, but a movable enforcer just ain't that crazy of a badge to me anymore. I may, like I said, I may put it on somewhere. I may swap it out with handle for days, ankle assassins on, just to see about playing a little bit more defense if they buff the badge, and you know what I'm saying, something like that. But for the most part, I do think in my heart of hearts that this is that's probably the best that this build is gonna get, right? Obviously we're 6'10", so we got to be limited by something. We have impeccable defense, shooting, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna say defense again. Okay rebounding, great physicals, and okay finishing. So you know what I'm saying? We had to be limited somewhere. But this is your boy Trippin'. I hope y'all boys enjoyed the video. I did ramble a little bit, a little too long, probably for a lot of y'all liking. But I just, you know what I'm saying, some things cross my mind when I be making these videos, and it kind of leaked into this one. So this is your boy Trippin', and I'm out. Peace.